Hello, everybody. This is Swati, and today I am not live with you. I'm recording this session, which you guys will see on Tuesday evening in India, which means Tuesday morning in the US, and accordingly, wherever Tuesday morning in the US in California, and accordingly, wherever else you are. This is my last day. This was my last day in India, or right now, this is my last day in India, and I'm going to start traveling tonight. That's why I'm recording this session for you, so there is no break in our camp. Although I will not be live with you, just know that it's almost the same for me, and meditate just with the same intensity and same focus and same concentration that you otherwise would. Once I reach Los Angeles, I'm going to come back. Meanwhile, any comment, any question, anything you have, please email me to meditatetogether@gmail.com. I'll be able to check my emails while I'm traveling because there'll be a couple of breaks. By the way, it takes 20 hours of flying from New Delhi to the US to Los Angeles. Meanwhile, there are like a couple of times that I'll be taking a break, as well as going to the airport, waiting, international flights 3 hours ahead of time, going through customs once you reach there, and all these kinds of things add to the whole experience. So I would say the whole thing is almost like, I don't know, 28 hours or something like that. So you will be listening to my recorded sessions meanwhile. So today I would again like to teach you a third way to meditate. But before that, I'm going to tell you a really cute story of Sarah Lazar, the way I experienced Sarah Lazar the first time. So Sarah Lazar is a neuroscientist in Harvard, really Massachusetts General Medical School, which is associated with Harvard. She was a molecular biologist, and now she's a neuroscientist. So the way I heard her speaking was like this. It was 7, 8, 9 years ago, or something like that. And there was this conference. Mindfulness, meditation, and psychology have a big overlap. And that's why a lot of psychologists or psychotherapists are interested in mindfulness meditations. So this conference was mindfulness meditations and psychology. So there was like 300-400 people in UCLA in Los Angeles, a big hall. And Sarah Lazar, this neuroscientist, she comes on stage. And in those days, I'm talking about it as if it was like last century or something. But in those days, neurological studies were still not as common. To actually see neuroimaging before and after, and these kinds of things were still expensive and not as common, especially when it came to meditation. Although there were some studies like that, but they were just to see how meditation, brain experience certain things and so on. But Sarah Lazar comes on stage, and there is Dan Siegel, who is another avid supporter of mindfulness meditations. He also has been instrumental in starting, or rather he's the director of a research center in UCLA, about which we'll talk about in the future. So Sarah Lazar comes in, and then she describes the study she did, before and after neurological images. And then she said, and guess what I found out? She said, brain structure changes. No qualification, brain structure changes. And that was such a really kind of a moment for me, because we knew that a lot of changes happen, we as in the meditators, but to actually hear from a neuroscientist, yes, it changes. That was incredible. That experience was really something. And since that time, I in fact started paying attention to and got really interested in the neurological aspect of meditations, the brain thing about meditation. So I'm going to screen share Sarah Lazar, who was interviewed actually just very recently. She was interviewed by Washington Post just May 2015. Our neuroscientist meditation not only reduces stress, but here's how it changes your brain. And as you can see, there's a picture of people meditating. This is in Washington, D.C. That picture comes from Washington, D.C. Sarah Lazar. You see her name, Sarah Lazar, neuroscientist at Mass Gen Hospital and Harvard Medical School, was one of the first scientists to take the anecdotal claims about the benefits of mindfulness, meditation and mindfulness, and test them in brain scans. What she found surprised her, that meditating can literally change your brain, and she explains. So those of you who are interested in these kinds of things, you can go on this website and you can read her interview. Now that we are back here, I am going to stop this. I think you all could see that. I think if you couldn't, then I'm just going to show it to you one last time. Harvard neuroscientist, you read that. And Sarah Lazar, the neuroscientist at Massachusetts. Okay, so now that you are all done looking at it, I'm going to go back to my screen, and I would like to get rid of this bottom thing. Before that, I should tell you what it is about. 2 minutes with To Meditate. To Meditate is this app that I have developed. As many of you may know, you can download it on any iOS device or Android device. There are a couple of global meditations going on. One of them is a 2-minute global meditation. The other one is 20-minute global meditation. When you go on the app, if let's say you want to do just a 2-minute meditation, you can click on 2. You will see a globe screen on your phone, and you will see who else is meditating with you at the same time. The reason for that being, it's going to be a group meditation experience. More people download will mean at any time you start meditating, you may find someone else in another part of the globe listening to the same meditation with you at the same time. And I wonder how that would work with you. You can, of course, choose 20-minute meditation as well, but just do at least 2-minute meditation all throughout the day. Now with that, we are going to go to our breath awareness meditation. And breathe in. Take a few deep breaths. Keep your spinal cord straight and relax your shoulders. And now the way we are going to pay attention to the breath this time is by paying attention to the movement of our breath. So when you take in your breath, notice how it travels from the nostrils all the way to the lungs. It may be a quick movement, but you are moving, you yourself, your attention is moving with the breath. In and then let go. In, breathe in, I notice the movement of the breath, and then I let go. Feel how your lungs are receiving the breath. You can actually feel the breath going to the bronchi and then all the way to the lungs. The lungs take it, feel it, and then you let go. It's not one pointed focus. The point really is a line in this case. Breathe in, pay attention, let go. Breathe in, notice how your breath goes in, how your lungs receive it, and let go. Breath is life, breath is source of life, breath is anchor, breath is your center. You're making it into your refuge. So when things become overwhelming or things become in a way you want a refuge, you can come back to your breath and notice your breath. This is my life source. This is my breath. Breath in, I notice. I notice how it's going to my lungs. Breath is energy. Breath is rejuvenation. Breath can make you feel fresh. Breath is giving all the necessary oxygen to your body. Notice how this incredible breath comes in your body and rejuvenates your lungs. Some of you may not experience as energy and rejuvenation. It may be restlessness, it may be anxiety, it may be distraction, or it may be a slightly down feeling. Whatever it is, simply notice that's how it is. Today, I feel distracted. Today, I feel very restless. Today, I feel lack of energy, in fact. Should I stop? Should I not do this? Should I get out of it? No, I'll just keep noticing and I'll go on with my meditation. Notice if some breath turns out to be deep, some shallow. Each breath, a new moment, a new experience. Just notice. If your mind is wandering around, that's okay. Aha, this is my mindful moment. Let me bring my attention back to the movement of breath from the nostrils to the lungs. Goes in all the way. Breath in, notice. Breath in, notice, breath out. Bring your wandering mind back to the breath. I notice the breath going in. Breath goes in, reaches my lungs. And at this point, we have meditated for a little over 10 minutes. And we'll meditate for a couple of more minutes. Bring your attention back to the breath. And now we are going to wind down our meditation. And before we do that, we are always going to say three things before we end our meditation. Pay attention to these three things. Not three things, three times the same thing will be repeating. Pay attention to it. Each time, understand what you're saying. This is a moment that's okay. I'm okay. I'm paying attention to my breath. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Open your eyes slightly at first and then all the way. What you just did was become acutely aware of your breath. Awareness of how your body is receiving the breath. Also how breath keeps changing with each breath. Life keeps changing. Law of impermanence. You're learning about concentration and law of impermanence. And at the same time, we're learning that you can focus. You can keep bringing your mind back to the task at hand. And in life, whatever you're doing, where you need to concentrate, you will need this training in any case. And such is the importance of paying attention to the breath. Today, I am going to say bye to you at this moment. When you're listening to this, I'll be probably getting ready to leave my home and go to the airport. And I'll be thinking about all of you, and I'll be thinking about the fact that probably the recorded meditation session has started. And you're all listening, and you're all meditating with me. Bye for now.